This video accompanies a sales play called positioning statements. And you use a positioning statement when you're making a cold call. You have about 7 seconds to get that prospect's attention. So we don't want you to sound like every other salesperson making a cold call, like how you doing, introducing yourself in this weird way, and trying to have this weird conversation with somebody that you don't know. You need to let them know why you're calling as quickly as possible. So the sales play that you have gives you the framework that you should use to create a positioning statement. You might have 4 or 5 of these depending upon who the buyers are that you're calling on. So what you're trying to accomplish here is, I help the title of the individual you're calling. So I help facilities directors. I help CEOs. I help CEOs who are, and then we want to use an emotional word like frustrated or concerned about or pissed off with, right? So I help CEOs who are frustrated that their revenue forecasts are always inaccurate. And they're concerned that their sales teams are asking for discounts and this is affecting their margins, even though we have a premium product. So the framework is the same. I help the title of the person you're calling who are frustrated with the big problem you solve in the context of your buyer, and another emotional word with another big problem that you solve in the context of your buyer. And then you can say something like, do either of those sound familiar? Are either of those an issue for you? And that lets them know right away what you're trying to do. It cuts to the chase. And you might get one of 3 responses. They might hang up just like they would normally. They might say, yeah, both of those are a problem. What are you going to do about it? And like, yeah, number 2, that's a problem. What are you going to do about it? But either way, you're either, you got to know they hung up, or you're in a conversation with this individual. And now you can have a conversation about why that's important to them, if it's important to them, and if they would do something necessary to affect that change. So that's a positioning statement framework. Work on these. Use the sales play that you have to develop these. Let me know if you have questions.